Okay, in this documentation video, I'm going to show you how to create sources and notes. I'm going to only do a couple of very simple sources, so I'll just do books, um, and then I'll maybe make a note, and then I'll show you how to sort of get around and find them. So first off, creating a book, just click the book icon. It adds a new source. You can mark whether you've read it or not. First off, let's put in the details. So I'm just going to add. So for titles, you're supposed to use lowercase except for acronyms and proper nouns. Date published, authors, publisher, and then keywords. I'm just going to leave it a syntax, and then click the small floppy disk to save that source. And you'll see the title of the source is now updated. Let me show you around the kind of the interior of a source. So you have the title, you have the authors here, you have the keywords here, then you have the reading status. So I've read this, and in fact, I've fully read it. So you can set any, there's three different partially read statuses. It's up to you exactly how you want to interpret each of these stages. But I've read all of it, and I'll also mark this as finished. Here you have links to the inside of this note. So you'll see there's summary, comments, ideas and quotes, details, and more links down here. If you click each of these, it will send you to that section of the note. The summary allows you to type a free-form summary um, of the source. And then the comments allows you to add a subjective comment about what you think about the source. Ideas and quotes allow you to add ideas and quotes from the source. So not your ideas about the source, but the source's ideas. And to do this, you click the add button, and that adds in an idea, and you'll see that it's got the parenthetical citation for the source. And then this text box is how you edit it, and you can see that these cues in angle brackets with a slash in the second one allow you to put quotation marks around whatever you type. And you can simply save this, or you can delete an idea like this, and you can close down these editing buttons by clicking the tick up here and open them again with the pen. Details is fairly self-explanatory, and I've already shown this, but note that you've got the APA citation down here. Finally, links to other elements and links to this. These haven't been filled in yet, but when we add in links to other sources or notes, or likewise links from those other sources and notes to this document, these will be automatically filled in. Let's make another source. Let's make another book. And this one will be Why Only Us, Language and Evolution, 2016, Robert C. Barrick and Noel Chomsky, publisher, IT Press, keywords. I'll call it syntax again, and let's maybe do biolinguistics as another one. And then save that, and there you go. And you'll find that even though you put all of this in lowercase, the titles and citations and such have the correct capitalization. So again, I haven't read this one, and I'm going to put it on my reading list. So I haven't read it at all, so it's completely unread, and it's to read. Now, I'm going to put a summary here. Actually, in fact, I'll put a comment. It's not very important, but I just want to show off how this looks. If you hit the open square bracket button twice, you can begin to make a link. And if you just simply start typing the name of a source, for example, syntactic structures, it will narrow down this list, and you hit enter, and that's now created a link to that source. So if I close down the comments box, you'll see there's now a link to syntactic structures. If I now scroll down, or in fact use this button to snap to the links section, you'll see that the link to syntactic structures is listed in this section. Likewise, if I go to syntactic structures and I look at what links to this, I have a link to Why Only Us. The second thing to look at with sources is the sidebar over here, which keeps track of all the sources you've added to TiddlyJournal. It stores their reading status, it stores their title, their date, their authors, and their keywords. The reading status is red if it's to read, it's black if it's finished, and it's blue if it's completely finished, i.e., you've marked it as red and finished. You can click on any of these headings to sort the table in a sensible way. So you can click the title to sort the titles in alphabetical order. You can click date to sort the dates in alphabetical order. You can click the authors to sort the authors in the order of their surname. You can click the keywords. Sorry, I did the keywords wrong for this one. You need to separate with them with a comma. There you go. It's important to pay attention to the text in the boxes before you start filling them in. Yeah, so if you click the keywords there, and if you click the Harvey ball over here, it will put your to reads before your finished texts. So that's about it with sources. Notes are very similar to sources. That's one of the main points of this system is that the source-based and ideas-based systems should be as similar as possible to each other. So if we create a new note here, you'll see that it looks very similar in many ways. The detail section is significantly smaller because all you need is a title, and I'm just going to call this notes about syntax, maybe. And then a keyword, again, will be syntax, and I'll save this. Again, the note is now updated its title. It has these links as usual, but there's no authors list, there's no reading status because this isn't a source. Likewise, the summary and comments have been merged into one thoughts section because you're not going to you don't need to have a separate section because these are your thoughts anyway. And you can simply type down anything you want to here. Same with ideas and quotes, it works just the same. Let's actually put a link again just to show how this works once again. And this time let's link to Why Only Us. So start typing Y and then click that. It's done the link. And then in the links to other elements section, we can see this. If we click on this, it will take us to Why Only Us. And in the link section of this, you can see it links to syntactic structures and it is linked to from notes about syntax. Similarly to this list, we have the Notes tab, which has title and then the date when you created it and the date at which you last edited that note and the keywords of the note. That's all I want to talk about with sources and notes.